So, good evening again, everyone. I would like to welcome you all to this live session. I'm Ajinkya Kulkarni. I'm co-founder of Talent Battle. Now, I'm going to explain you various things, various doubts which you may have about TCS Paid NQT exam. Right now, TCS Pre NQT exam is also going on. Most of the students have already attempted it, the TCS Pre NQT exam, and we started getting many doubts from the students, like what exactly is Paid NQT exam? Do they need to appear for that, like 2023 batch or 2022 batch, or even the future batches? So in this particular session, I'm going to clear all your doubts which you may have about TCS Paid NQT exam. Just one thing I would like to tell you. Initially, for first 15 to 20 minutes, I have kept the live chat box disabled. Once my presentation is over, then I will start that particular live chat. And if you're having any doubts about TCS Pre-NQT, Paid NQT, or any other company, you can ask me the doubts, and I will clear all the doubts. Don't worry about it. Okay. So now we will start with this particular session. Okay. So the first common doubt which most of the students have is about difference between the free NQT exam and paid NQT exam. Okay, just give me one moment. Okay. Now, before starting with this particular session, I would like to tell you all that Talent Battle is official partner with TCS Ion, where we provide TCS Ion internship, even TCS NQT exam, and also we have partnered with TCS Ion for the content part as well. So on TCS Ion, whenever you go, and even if you register for TCS NQT, you will be getting some of the free courses from TCS side. Those courses are recorded by Talent Battle team. So we are really proud to get associated with TCS because TCS also recognizes the quality of training that we provide for masterclass and different programs. Now, my voice is not clear. Just give me one moment. I'm already using mic. Just let me know if it is fine right now. Okay. Just message me again if there is any issue. I will continue for now. So I was mentioning about the association which we have about TCS. Even last year we had recorded one. We had done one live session with TCS NQT program director for 2022 batch for the doubts regarding TCS Paid NQT. And this year I will be covering all your doubts which you will be having. Now let us check what exactly is the difference for free NQT exam which you have given recently, okay, or which maybe some of you are yet to give, and the paid NQT exam. Now you need to understand TCS NQT free exam is only limited for the hiring of TCS company. Okay, it is only limited for the hiring of TCS company. Now, yes, you will be having that particular exam on TCS Ion and like remote centers, or you can remote, or you can go to the in-center part. But the paid NQT exam, which if you register for it, it is for the different companies. So right now, TCS Ion has associated with 1,000+ corporates. So if you give TCS Paid NQT exam, you will be eligible for the hiring of 1,000+ companies. Okay. So let me clear the first doubt again. Okay. TCS free NQT exam is only for the hiring of TCS. Right now, it is happening for the 2023 batch. Earlier, it has happened for 2022 batch as well. The TCS Paid NQT exam, through TCS Paid NQT exam, you are eligible for the hiring of TCS, as well as there are thousands of other corporates which are associated with TCS. Okay, so your first thing is quite clear. Now you need to understand the entire process which happens for the TCS pre-NQT exam, pre-exam, okay, is handled by the TCS HR team. Okay, TCS Paid NQT exam is completely handled by TCS Ion. Okay, so everything, okay, each and everything which is related to TCS Paid NQT exam will be handled by TCS Ion. So I hope the first doubt is very clear. Now later on you'll be having questions like which exactly companies that I can approach through TCS Paid NQT exam, that also I'll be covering. Now again there will be doubt of some students from maybe 2023 batch or even 2022 batch. As a 2023 batch student, should I appear or should I register for the Paid NQT exam? We'll be covering that doubt as well. Don't worry. Okay, so first thing is clear, free NQT exam and paid NQT exam. You have got the difference. Now, for paid NQT exam, there are various variants, okay, given by TCS, okay, like subject NQT is there, even there is one IT readiness track. So most of you, as you will be looking for the software jobs, okay, then you need to attempt or you need to apply for IT readiness track. Usually on the website, it is for 999 rupees. Later on, I will give you more details about it. Okay, let us go to the next question. Okay, what are the companies that participate in hiring via TCS NQT? How many opportunities are the candidates open to, and what are the packages the candidate can expect? Okay, so now please remember one thing. Here onwards, we will be discussing only about TCS Paid NQT. Okay, so through TCS Paid NQT, whatever opportunities you will be getting, that we will be discussing. So what I will do, I will directly share. Okay, so I have opened, as you can check, I have opened right now TCS NQT website, okay, through which we will be discussing a couple of things and then we will go back to our slide. Now, the next TCS NQT exam is going to happen on 9th October. Now, in 1 year, it happens 3 to 4 times. Okay, you can even consider like every quarter it happens. Suppose if you want to register for the current NQT exam, okay, which is a current paid NQT exam, which is going to happen on 9th October, you need to apply for it before 24th September. But suppose, unfortunately, you're not ready with your preparation and you need more time, then what you can do? Maybe you can try for the next exam, which may happen in the month of December or January. We need to check for the next date. Okay. So one thing you need to understand, guys, if you want to register for paid NQT exam, you need to make sure you're ready with the preparation. Okay. Because it is not a free exam, you need to pay some amount, right? So whenever you feel that you're ready to take efforts, whenever you are ready with your preparation, then only you should go for it. Okay. So right now, either you can try, suppose if you decide to register for the paid NQT exam, either you can try for the 9th October exam, or you can wait for the next variant, because anyhow you are into your final year. Your final year will like 2023 batch. It will end around April, May, June, depending on your college. So you can have the next exam maybe in January. Suppose if you plan to. Now let us discuss about the opportunities which you can get through TCS NQT paid NQT exam. As you can check right now, there are 1.6 lakh plus jobs which are there for IT and non-IT domains. Okay, right now they have associated with thousands plus corporates. Just to give you idea, when initially, as I mentioned, last year I had a session with TCS NQT program director. At that time, number of corporates which were associated with TCS Ion were around 300 to 400. You can just check within 1 year. Right now, they have associated with almost 1,000 plus corporates. Okay, so that is a great thing. Now they're having like 20 plus industries for which like you can get a job. 20 plus IT job roles as well. So in IT as well, suppose if you're applying, there are different job roles. Okay, like software developer, full stack developer, cloud engineers, and other job roles are available. Now, when we had a discussion last time as well, we many students were having a question like, what can be the highest salary package that we can get through TCS NQT exam? So the highest salary package which has been offered right now is like 19 LPA. Okay, so that is again a good number. Even many on-campus and off-campus opportunities usually go for like 7 LPA or 8 LPA. So suppose if you perform really well, you can go up to 19 LPA as well. Now, definitely you will be having question like what is the eligibility criteria, what is the validity of score, like how much score I need to have. I'll be covering all your doubts, so you don't need to worry. Okay. Now, these are the corporates which you can check over here, and even in detail you can go later on. So you can check different corporates which right now you have on your screen. Now, till now, like over 1 lakh TCS NQT certified candidates have got the job opportunity from TCS NQT. Okay, so that is again a great thing. Even you can go for the details like what the students who have registered earlier and who have got the job opportunity, what they want to say about it. Now, in general, like if you check what do you get scorecard with a validity of 2 years. Unlimited attempt means you can attempt it once right now, maybe in the October. Suppose if your score is not good and if you want to try it again, you can pay the amount again and you can go for it. Okay, along with TCS NQT, they provide a couple of free tests and online courses. This particular online course, which I mentioned earlier, this is created by TalentBattle. Okay, so suppose if you decide to register for TCS Paid NQT, the aptitude part which is there, it has been created by our team. Okay, now regarding various variants, we will discuss in some time. So I will go to the next question. So the different companies earlier, even Persistent and some other companies were there who were hiring, like were hiring from TCS NQT. If you go on their website, you will get in details. Okay, now who are eligible for TCS NQT, which academic years and educational backgrounds. Okay, so to be honest, anyone who wants to enter or who wants to have a job is eligible for TCS NQT. Okay, so in general, if you consider about the educational background or academic years, 2023 student, even 2024 student. 2024 student, right now I would not recommend you immediately to go for the paid exam, because right now you're just in your third year. But 2023 students who are into a final year or even previous batches, 2022, 2021, okay, they can apply. I will mention it in detail, like which students exactly from 2023 should do paid NQT exam. I will discuss that in detail. But in general, all the branches are eligible. Even non-engineering students can also register for TCS NQT. Okay. Now, suppose if you want to enter into IT job, okay, if you are targeting TCS Persistent kind of companies, okay, then you need to take IT readiness pack, as I mentioned earlier. So even if you are non-CSIT student, maybe you are mechanical, maybe you are civil, you want to enter into TCS, you want to enter into a software job, okay, then you need to take TCS IT readiness pack, okay, which is for 999. Later on, I will mention it in detail. Regarding academic year, there is no restriction as such. Academic background, there is no restriction. So everyone is eligible. Okay. Now, one question you will have, suppose I have less than 60%, okay, in 10th or 12th in degree, whether I'll be eligible for hiring. Now, you need to understand one thing very carefully. For writing or attempting TCS NQT exam, there is no eligibility criteria. So even if you have 50%, 55, 60 or more than 60, you can attend TCS NQT exam. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there are thousands of thousand plus corporates which are associated with TCS NQT. Okay, so out of that, some corporates may have a criteria that I want a candidate like who is having more than 60%. There will be some companies who will say, okay, I'm okay with the candidates who are like having 50, 55%. They will not put any criteria. Okay, so there is no eligibility criteria to write or attempt TCS NQT. Once you attempt it, based on your score, whenever you apply for the companies, it depends on company whether they are having any percentage criteria or not. Okay, but in general, to attempt TCS NQT, there is no criteria. So those students who are having criteria related problems, if you're having less than 60% in 10, 12 or degree, okay, or even diploma, this can be a good point where you're just focusing on one particular exam to get a good score, and then it depends on the company, okay, because there will be some companies who will have no criteria. Even if you take recently, Capgemini is also not considering 10 and 12%, okay, while they are going for the on-campus exam. So it depends on the company. So I guess eligibility related question is clear. Now, what can a candidate expect after attempting TCS NQT? What is the general flow of the candidate process throughout the exam and after? Okay, so this is again a common question which we get from the students. Okay, like what happens when you register for TCS NQT? Okay, so suppose if you register for TCS NQT, you need to prepare really well. Okay, once you prepare, you will attempt the TCS NQT. Okay, so maybe you will attempt in using remote mode or maybe in center mode. Once you do that, you will get a score. On that particular score, there is one job portal on TCS website. Again, let me share you that particular screen. So if you go over here, okay, and you can find out this jobs part. Okay, so when you log in, you get all the details. In the job sector, again, you can mention the location, you can mention the employment type, what kind of job you are looking for, and then you can apply for it. But while applying, it will ask you for your TCS NQT score. So once you give the exam, you have your account on TCS NQT, like TCS Ion platform, it will be easy for you. So you can find the job industry-wise, salary-wise, work experience-wise. So it becomes very easy to find out. Many times we have realized the students who attend the TCS NQT exam are not aware about how to apply for the jobs. You just need to go for that particular jobs app and then you can find out the job which is suitable for you, and then you can apply for it. Once you apply, companies will directly connect with you, and then your hiring process will continue, whatever you want to do. Okay, like interview, communication around, or anything. It depends on the company. Now, again, this is an important question. Like, what can be considered as a good score in TCS NQT, and what opportunities can students expect in respect to their score? Okay, so now whenever you are attending exam, okay, your score is again very important. Okay, in general, you can say if you are having 90 plus score or maybe 85 plus score, it can be considered as a good score. But suppose if you attempt the exam and if you are getting maybe 60, 55 or 70, that won't be that much enough. You will get few opportunities. Like if you go to the jobs portal, you will find some companies who are ready with 60, 65 score. But if your target is to go for the higher companies, then you need to make sure like the percentage score, whatever is there, okay, then you need to make sure you are going for higher score, okay, 90 percentage, 85 percentage, okay, more than 85 percentage, then it will be helpful for you. Now, once you get a score, as I have earlier shown, you just need to click on jobs. Maybe you can select the filter, like you are looking for maybe a full stack developer job or just a fresher job for software engineer. Accordingly, you can find out the job opportunities and apply. What is the validity of score and how many attempts are allowed? Okay, so the validity of scores is like about 2 years. So suppose you are maybe 2024 student, 2023 student, or even 2022 batch or previous batch. If you attempt the exam right now, for the next 2 years, using that particular score, you can apply for various companies. Okay, so suppose if you give October exam or maybe December, January exam, and immediately you are not looking for the opportunity, but you want opportunities after 3 to 4 months, still this particular score will be helpful to you. Now, how many attempts are allowed? So unlimited attempts they have given. Just every time if you are ready to pay the amount, they're okay with it. Okay, so like suppose you want to just for the practice purpose, you want to register for October, then maybe again for the next exam, you can do it. Whatever is your best score, that will be considered whenever you want to go for the opportunities. Now, again, one more important thing, suppose if you're looking for the TCS Paid NQT exam, suppose if you're having a doubt, okay, like as a 2023 batch student, should I register for the Paid NQT exam? As I mentioned, for the Paid NQT exam, you're having 999 rupees fees, okay? So 2023 batch student, please listen to me very carefully. Suppose if you don't have enough opportunities from your college, okay, like if there are not many on-campus opportunities going on in your college, then you can consider this as a good opportunity. Suppose if you already have good opportunities in your college, okay, like you are already having Capgemini, Accenture, and other companies which are visiting your college, maybe you can skip this particular NQT and you can try the next NQT. But it depends on student to student. Okay, even last year we have seen many students who were already placed with the companies, but just want to get better opportunities, they attempted TCS NQT. So that is also fine. But suppose this is going to be your first opportunity and your college is not providing you enough on-campus opportunities, or even if you're not getting many off-campus opportunities as well, this you can consider as a great chance to enter into IT domain. Okay. Now for 2022 batch, if you are not placed yet, okay, because your graduation is already over, right? But if you are not placed yet, or if you have got the placement opportunity which you are not interested in, which you are not comfortable with it, then this can be a good chance for you. Okay, for 2022 batch, yes, suppose if you're looking for the good opportunity, then you can apply. For you, I would recommend you to register for it maybe for October exam. For 2023 batch, it depends on your level of preparation, because the preparation is very important. You cannot directly jump and like register and give the exam. If you're ready with the preparation, then you can register for it. Okay. So I hope this particular doubt is also clear. You should attempt it. Now, one more important thing, especially for 2023 batch students. Okay. Right now, this TCS off-campus like pre-NQT exam is over, and students, like some of the students were not able to give their 100% efforts because they were not ready with the preparation. Even some students are still having their third year, second semester exam, so they didn't get any time to prepare for the exam. Okay. So we were getting many doubts from the student, like how I need to prepare for the off-campus opportunity. Okay. So in general, if you check, off-campus opportunities start for the different companies in the next semester. Okay. So even if you take example of maybe Capgemini, Accenture, maybe Infosys, okay. Even last year, TCS Digital off-campus was there in the month of February for like this year for the 2022 batch. So suppose unfortunately you are not having any placement opportunity yet through on campus, okay, or maybe the off campus, okay. And if you have not started with the preparation, then I have one good news for you. Okay, we are starting with the specially specific off campus specific preparation live masterclass batch from tomorrow. Okay, now I will give quick details about it, like what exactly we are going to cover. Okay, please note this is going to be a live masterclass. Okay, yes, definitely you will be getting recording of each and every session. Suppose if you miss any session, you will be getting it. But I would recommend you to attend live. Okay, unfortunately, suppose one or two sessions, if you are not able to attend, you can watch it record in a recorded format. That is not a problem. Okay, so I will quickly give you details and then we will open it for the question and answer. Maybe for TCS Paid NQT, Pre NQT, or any off-campus opportunity if you are having, we can discuss it. Okay. Now, what exactly is going to happen in the off-campus specific live masterclass? Now, please note, in this particular masterclass, we are giving paid NQT exam for free, which is for 999 rupees. Okay, I will give you more details in some time. But in general, if you look for the course content, how exactly it is going to happen? What I will do, I will just show you the phase-wise structure we have created. Okay, so phase-wise structure you can check what exactly is going to happen for the next 4 months. For the next 4 months, you just need to forget all other things and need to make sure you are preparing for the off-campus placement. Get an opportunity before you graduate from your college. Okay. So there are multiple phases that this particular masterclass batch will be going through. Okay. So there are 7 phases as you can check. Phase 1 will start from tomorrow. We are starting the batch from tomorrow. Earlier it was planned on 29th, but we have decided to start on 30th August. What will happen? We will start with the off-campus placement preparation. Okay. Now you need to understand whenever you are preparing for any placement, you need two things. One is aptitude and second is technical part. Okay. You might have realized it with TCS NQT exam or other exams which you have already given. So the foundation training of aptitude, which consists like 35 to 40 aptitude topics for quant logical verbal, it will start with the live lectures. The benefit of the live lecture is basically you can ask the doubts directly. You don't need to watch recorded lectures again and again and need to wait. Even as I mentioned, unfortunately, if you're not able to attend the live sessions, you can watch the recorded session. And then there is a doubt groups which we provide to our registered masterclass students. Okay. So it is not like you can watch it suppose if you register and you need to do everything by yourself. It is like we will be there with the live sessions. You can watch the recorded sessions as well, and we will be there if you are having any doubts. Okay. Now, as I mentioned regarding foundation training, we will be having aptitude as well as technical training. In technical, we will be covering C, CPP, Java, Python, data structure, database, CN, OS, whatever is required to get you placed. Okay. So in the first phase, what will happen? We will start with C and CPP. Okay. Now, for after every phase, there will be test series. Okay, so whatever first phase aptitude topics we will be covering, we'll be having phase 1 unit test. So it will be just give me one moment, guys. Okay, so the phase 1 test series, what are phase wise test series which we are going to have? It is just to make sure you are on track. It does not happen that you have registered for the masterclass and later on you are not looking at it. Okay, so there will be aptitude topic test series and technical topic test series. This will be the first phase. Tentatively, it will get completed till 25th September. In the phase 2, since we have already done with 2 programming languages, we will be completing our 2 programming languages CCPP. We will start with data structure at that particular moment. Okay, DSA. Now in DSA, we will go deep. Like we will be also covering greedy algorithm, dynamic programming, whatever is required for top level, even product level companies as well. So that will be covered. Aptitude training will continue because there are 35 to 40 topics, so it will take time. Phase 2 tentatively will get covered like till maybe 20th October. Okay, so after that Diwali is there, so from 26 or something. So we will have maybe 5 days or 6 days of break. Okay. So I guess Amit is mentioning, okay, there is a voice break. So I have removed the mic. Amit, just let me know if it is fine right now. Okay, so I will continue for now. So phase 2 will end on 20th October. Now, what will be the third phase? In third phase, we will start with Java and Python. Okay. Now you need to understand you don't need to study all four languages. You can take a decision which two language you will be having access to all the languages, but you can take a decision. All these will be live session and recordings will be provided. Aptitude training will continue till then. And then in the third phase, we will be having overview sessions for operating system, computer networks, and DBMS preparation. Okay, so there will be overview session, and then the phase 3 will be end. Now, phase 3 will be like end of our foundation level training, we can see. Okay, so every week we may have 4 to 5 sessions. Okay, live sessions like 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Suppose if you're not getting time, you can watch the recording. Now, what will be the phase 4? From the phase 4, company specific training will start. Now, at that moment, there can be some companies who will start with their off campus, maybe Capgemini, Accenture, even TCS may start. Okay, so whatever companies there will be having training. Apart from that, we already have ready training, okay, self-paced training for 10 plus companies. Like if you take a like Cognizant, Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Accenture, Capgemini, L&T, Infotech, Tech Mahindra. So we already like even there are two DXC other companies as well. Okay, so you can prepare for those companies. Now the phase 4 is again important considering profile building part. For the profile building part, okay, you'll be there are 10 mini projects which are part of this particular masterclass. Why specifically I have mentioned profile building in phase 4? Because once you're ready with the foundation training, then you can work on your profile. Immediately, if you start doing projects, okay, and if you're not ready with the aptitude and technical concepts, it can be a problem for you. Okay, you won't be able to clear initial rounds. Okay, so in phase 4, our focus will be to make sure you are at least completing 2 to 3 projects. There are 10 mini projects. You can do as many as you want. And then there will be a separate session on profile building, how you need to do profile building on LinkedIn for off-campus opportunity. So you will have a practical session where we will teach you how you need to find out the opportunities. What are the tools that you can use on LinkedIn to find out off-campus opportunities? Okay, so that will be covering in the fourth phase. Now, even how to prepare for the companies which don't have any criteria. So this will be phase 4. Now, you might have heard that in the masterclass, we are also providing latest technology related courses. So we already have full stack development certified training. Okay, so that in that we are covering like 8 to 10 different technologies, starting with HTML, CSS, then Bootstrap, JavaScript, and then the backend technology. And then there is a separate course of data science and machine learning. All are certified courses, and that are provided free for the masterclass students. Okay, so that you can go for it. You can start them like a data science course will be available from the month of November. You can start them full stack right now. Anyhow, it is going on, so you can register for them anytime. But please note, once you register for the complete masterclass, you don't need to separately register for full stack and data science. It is already included in your package. Now, phase 6 is going to be about interviews. Okay, you need to understand only aptitude and coding first rounds are not going to be enough. You need to clear interviews as well. So in phase 6, you will be having your mock technical interview and personal interview with your experts. Okay, before that, there will be guidance sessions which are already available on the dashboard. How to prepare for personal interview, technical interview, and all. Okay, and then phase 7, you need to start applying for the off-campus drive through LinkedIn or whatever referrals are provided. Just one thing I would like to tell you guys, if you register for the complete masterclass and if you complete full stack development course which has been provided by us completely, you will be getting placement support, placement assistance for full stack development as well. So right now we are having a tie-up with 11 companies for full stack development. Okay, if you ask me what I should do right now, my focus will be to follow this particular phase. If you want to prepare for full stack, I would suggest you to go for the phase 5 and then you can start with it, because you can get 2 to 3 months and you can prepare for the off-campus opportunity that will be provided by us. Okay, but the first focus will be aptitude and technical foundation training. So this is the phase-wise plan which we have created. As I mentioned, for every phase, we will be having the test series. So we will come to know how much efforts you are putting. Okay. So these are the technologies that we are going to cover during the complete masterclass. As you can check, there are multiple technologies. I'm not saying that you need to do everything. It depends. Okay, like which technology technology you want to do a career, and you can go for it. Okay. Next. In general, to cover up, we'll be having 400 plus hours of training for C, CPP, Java, Python, DSA, DBMS, OSCN, 10 plus mini projects, mock interviews, 250 plus hours for data science, machine learning, AI, data analytics, 240 plus hours of full stack development certification course. Company specific training is like 500 plus hours. Now, one important thing, TCS ION internship or TCS NQT exam that is provided free with 2 years access, and then 15 plus real-time projects. These are separate based on data science, AI, ML, full stack, everything. Okay. So you don't need to go anywhere, maybe on YouTube or any other paid resource. Everything you need for the placement preparation and to upskill yourself is going to be available over here. Okay. So the batch is going to start from 30th August. Okay, like tomorrow itself, we are going to start with the new batch specifically for off-campus preparation. Now the coupon code is also there in the description of this particular video. Please note one thing: there are two types of complete masterclass. One is with 1 year access, another is with 2 years access. For 2 years access, you will be getting free TCS NQT exam, which is worth 1,000 rupees, or free TCS ION internship. You can choose any. But if you are a 2023 student or previous batch student, I would recommend you to go with TCS NQT exam because it is more beneficial for you because you can get many off-campus opportunities through it. Okay, so I have covered most of the points. Okay, Amit, can you just start the live chat so I can take the doubts if students are having any doubt?
Yes, I'll start it.
Okay. So, students, please refresh the page. Okay, so I can check your doubts.
So I have enabled the live chat. Students, if you are not able to see the live chat, just refresh the page or click on the video link again so that you will be able to see the live chat option.
Yes. Okay. So, if you're having any doubt or maybe TCS paid NQT, free NQT exam, or maybe any off-campus opportunity, whatever is going on, you can message. You can just refresh the page once. Yes. Just let me go to the complete masterclass page. Just let me know how many of you have given free NQT exam till now. Yes. Hi. So those students who only want to register for TCS paid NQT exam, they can go to this site and register for it. Okay. Uh, you just need to go for TCS NQT exam. You will find all details. Okay, you have already given the exam, TCS free NQT exam. Okay, that's great. Yes, Amit has shared the link for TCS paid NQT exam. Amit, please share the link where this hiring starts for 2023 batch for full stack development role. Guys, right now we are covering JavaScript, like fourth technology in our syllabus. Once all the technologies are over, most probably we will finish it by October end or maximum by November end, and then the hiring will start for full stack for the full stack development role. But please note, for full stack development as well, you need to be ready with entire syllabus. You should have covered all the chapters, all the sessions which we have taken, all the projects that are part of full stack development. And at the end, your interview will be taken from our side, and then your profile will be given to the companies. Okay, you have given the free NQT exam. Okay, just let me know if there is any doubt about paid NQT exam. I guess I have made it clear who should give a paid NQT exam for the 2023 batch. Right now, if you are already having any on-campus opportunities immediately, maybe Capgemini, Accenture, or any other opportunities, then you can prepare for them. But if unfortunately, if you're not having any opportunity, then you can go for it. It is worth watching Capgemini, etc. company specific on campus videos from TalentBattle. If on campus, if our camp, right now, if you don't have Capgemini specifically, okay, on campus exam, I would not recommend you to watch those videos. Rather than that, if you have already gone through the TCS videos, maybe you can go for like suppose coding related preparation. If you want, there is a TCS Digital specific course. So in which you will have difficulty level, like higher difficulty level coding questions as well as aptitude questions. You can go for it, or you can start with the Wipro course. Okay, but if you don't have Capgemini, there is no point to prepare for Capgemini right now, because there is no point to prepare for game-based aptitude if you don't have it right now. Okay, I hope your doubt is clear. Registration for off-campus started or not? Gokul, registration for the off-campus usually starts in the second semester. Okay, so whenever there will be any off-campus, okay, we will let you know. As I mentioned, companies like Infosys, even Wipro, Accenture, Capgemini, and last year TCS also had their off-campus in the second semester. Suresh is asking, is it worth buying NQT IT readiness pack? It is definitely useful, Suresh. Okay, but it depends on your current level. Like what are the opportunities you are getting? Okay, so if you already have many opportunities from your college in this month or next month, maybe you can wait for 1 or 2 months and register for the next exam. But suppose if your college is not giving you much opportunities, or the package is also very limited, and if you're good with the preparation, then I would recommend paid NQT in that particular part. Okay. From when 2023 batch of campus starts. Abhishek, as I mentioned, 2023 batch of campus will start from the next semester. Some companies may come in January month, some will be there in February month. So considering that only, we have created our phase-wise plan. Okay, so this January, our students will be ready from this particular batch. Please say about offline interviews. Offline interviews as such, like companies which are visiting your college in offline mode. I didn't write TCS NQT 2023. Will there be any rescheduled date? Kushal, if you are not written the free NQT exam, there won't be a reschedule for you. Okay, because suppose if you have registered, you have got the date and everything, and if you have not gone for the exam, there won't be reschedule. Then you need to separately register for the paid NQT exam. I started 2-year PG on 2021, so our pass out year is 2023. Whenever your final exam is going to happen, okay, whenever you are going to get like whenever your post graduation will end, final exam, that year you need to consider. Second semester means, can you please tell the month of registration? Gokul, as I mentioned, it will start from January. Okay, January, February you can consider. Anything for 2022 batch pass out? 2022, there are some drives which are going on, and there will be some drives as well, but that count will it will decrease. So what I would recommend, if it is possible for you, then go for the paid NQT exam or any other exam, maybe a TCS NQT. That will help you. Earlier, Accenture and other companies have conducted 2022 batch hiring drive. Suppose if there is any 2022 batch hiring drive is going to happen, we will update it from our Instagram channel. We will come to know about it. Okay. Can I do full stack of masterclass parallel to the live masterclass? You can do it, but what I would recommend, it will be very challenging, because full stack itself is a very huge course. It's like 240 plus hours of course. Okay, so if you're having free time, you can do it parallelly. That is not a problem. Okay, but suppose if it is like it is becoming problematic for you, then I would recommend first to focus on aptitude, like foundation for coding, and then the aptitude, and later on you can go for full stack. But suppose if you are not having any opportunity, suppose if your criteria, like maybe if you're below 60% in everything, you're not having any opportunity, in that case what I would recommend, you can start with the full stack part. Anyhow with 2 years access, like you will be having a free NQT exam as well, so you can consider it like your placement opportunity. What about offline interviews, that is out of campus in general? For them, like the preparation will be same. Okay, whatever interview questions you need to prepare, like for technical, it will be your courses, certification, projects, or maybe whatever you have mentioned in the resume, and the personal interview questions will be same. Just the experience will be different, the mode will be different. Okay, maybe online mode can be a bit easy. Okay, because there can be some like tension whenever you go in real, okay, face to face, okay, but you need to practice it. Maybe mock interviews will help you. 24 September last date of TCS NQT exam. Ruchikesh, for this particular October TCS paid NQT exam, 24th September is the last date. But suppose if your preparation, if you're not prepared, okay, with the content, then you can try the next exam as well. Maybe the exam which will happen in the January or February. Even the students who are going to register for the masterclass with us, they will be having a facility whether they want to attempt the October exam or they can attempt maybe January exam as well. Okay, so we would recommend our off-campus specific masterclass students to go for January exam, okay, or January February, because till then they will get a time, so that will be better for them. Is there any coupon for IT readiness pack? Suresh, right now we are not only enrolling students for TCS NQT IT readiness pack. So those students who want to register, they need to register for the complete masterclass, and in that they will get TCS NQT exam for free. Does TCS hire from Paid NQT? Yes, it hires. It hires. It will for Ninja as well as Digital. But along with TCS, you need to understand the biggest benefit of Paid NQT as you get chance for 1,000 plus other corporates as well. Okay, so that is a great thing. What are the best ways to get a job as a fresher for tier 3 college students? Abhishek, if you ask me, like first thing you need to prepare. Okay, so first thing, preparation part. So whether it is aptitude and coding. Suppose if you are good with one or two programming languages, say aptitude part. So from your side, whatever is possible, you have done it. Okay, so you can see. Second thing, there are going to be off-campus opportunity. TCS pre-NQT has already happened. Wipro will be there, and then other companies will also launch with the off-campus drive. And then the opportunities like this, okay, the paid NQT exam, okay, if you're getting it through the masterclass or any other options, okay, that is a great thing. So these are the ways by which you need to apply. First thing, you need to be ready with the preparation. Only applying is not going to help you. That you need to understand. That suppose you will say, okay, from LinkedIn I have applied to 15 to 20 jobs. It is not going to be enough. If you are not ready with your preparation, you will lose those chances. Okay. So rather than that, first focus on aptitude and coding preparation. Be ready with your mock interviews, and then you can go for it. Next is without knowing correct pass out year, how can I apply? Which is hiring. You need to check with your maybe training and placement officer there. Okay, since you're doing PG, you can just ask him what is going to be your pass out year. Suppose if you're in your first year right now, and if the course duration is of 2 years, just check when will be your last exam. Based on that, you can calculate your pass out year. If I clear the TCS paid NQT, when we are going to have the interview call. Now, for the paid NQT exam, you need to go on the jobs portal, which I have earlier shown. Okay, and from the jobs portal, you can check what are the options. Okay, what are the current jobs they are having. So I was just checking one of their video in which they mentioned that right now also there are 11,000 job opportunities which are open from different industries. Okay, so you can just check it. So even for the TCS exam, okay, which if you're specifically asking for TCS exam, it depends when they are going to consider the paid NQT students. Okay, so sometimes they consider the paid NQT students with the free exam as well. Okay, so it depends. But right now, whatever is in your control is to give paid NQT exam, get a very good score, and then wait for the opportunity. Is there a communication test practice in masterclass? Gokul, we have conducted 1 or 2 sessions for Accenture. Okay, those sessions are helpful for Capgemini as well. In future, if required, we may conduct, but those 1 or 2 sessions we have conducted are going to be sufficient for the masterclass. So last year also we conducted it for Accenture, and students were like it was helpful for them. Next is there individual face-to-face interviews for practice in masterclass? Yes, Gokul. The part which I mentioned, mock interview, it will be one-to-one. So you will be mapped with technical expert, you will be mapped with personal interview expert, and you will have your two interviews. Okay. So during that interview, initially it will be like a real interview. Okay, you will be having question answers, you need to show your project and everything, and then interviewer will provide you the feedback how you need to improve. Just like I would like to tell you one thing, mock interviews helps a lot. Okay, because we have seen it in the past. Our previous masterclass students also who have taken a benefit of the interviews. Okay, they have also mentioned it clearly that mock interviews really they make sure that whatever fear you have for the actual interviews, it will get decreased. Should TCS reject me if I click my photo in place of putting ID? Regarding mail, the chances are very less that you will get a reply because they will be getting like lakhs of emails. So I don't think like you will get a reply on mail that easily. Will TCS reject me if I click my photo in place of putting ID photo? Not sure about it. Need to check like what are their instructions. Can't see. Okay, Amit, please share the link as well and the coupon code. Okay, so guys, as I mentioned, suppose if you're looking to start with your off-campus specific preparation, if you're not started it, maybe if you're busy with your exams and everything, then maybe you can consider this as your last chance because usually it takes 3 to 4 months for the preparation. Okay, so if you decide to start your preparation after your graduation, it can be a problem for you because you will lose your precious time. So rather than that, you can register it right now, and then maybe for the next 4 months, you need to prepare, you need to take efforts. If you are not ready to take the efforts, I would not recommend you to join the masterclass or even any other course. Okay, because ultimately you need to understand, you need to give an exam, you need to give an interview. What we can do is to provide you the best quality training, best opportunities. Okay, so that anyhow we are going to do. If you're ready to take the efforts, you can join it. Okay, so I would like to meet you again maybe tomorrow. Okay, those students who register for it. Okay, today is the last day for the registration. If you're having any doubts, you can send us message on Instagram. How to prepare for verbal? It again depends. Okay, at your of your what exactly is your current level for the verbal? Okay, so for verbal, you need to understand. Like, suppose you are not good with the grammatical concepts. Okay, maybe you need to give yourself 10 to 12 days for grammatical concepts. Then, in which you will be covering tenses part, question tags, and maybe active voice, passive voice. All those things you can cover. Now, once you are ready with it, then you need to start with the specific preparation. Okay. So suppose if you are preparing for TCS or maybe if you are preparing for Capgemini, you need to find out what are the topics on which they are asking you those questions. Okay. So if you check for the Capgemini, usually Capgemini verbal exam is difficult as compared to TCS or Accenture. Okay. So there are different topics which they're going to ask you. Okay. So accordingly, you need to prepare. But again, specifically those students, just give me one moment, specifically those students who are from regional background, those students who are not from maybe English medium background, you need to understand, initially focus on the tenses part, grammar part, and then you can go for it. Yes, any other doubt? Okay, let me just continue again. We are starting with the batch tomorrow. There are two things, 1 year access and 2 years access. Okay, with 2 years access, either you will get free TCS NQT exam, or maybe you can say free TCS Ion internship. Okay, any other question or any other thing? I guess Amit has already shared the link as well. Okay. If you're looking for the feedback or everything, you can find it out on. Just let me go on Instagram channel. So let me check it out. So you can just maybe go on our Instagram channel where you can find out the different feedbacks which we have. Okay, all are genuine feedback. We don't believe in creating fake feedbacks. Okay, so you can go through it. You will, even if you're having any of your friend or any of your senior who has joined it, you will come to know all the details. Okay, as I mentioned, the live sessions will start from tomorrow. Okay, you will be getting recordings of it as well. Okay, Amit has already shared the link, so I will end this particular session. If you're having any doubt, please feel free to message us, and or if you want to talk to our placement mentor, you can do that. Okay, our mentor will call you, and if you're having any doubts, that will be clear. So I will end this meeting for you. Okay, all the best, guys. If you're having any doubt about paid NQT, free NQT, off campus, anything, you can just send us message. Okay, thank you.